that I don't know. All that time you would be complaining, but baby, how can you call me? But now with MTN, I have a daily voice bundle. I'll call you every day, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle, yeah yo, baby dondolo. MTN voice bundle neza bei dondoro okutera network zona tunga dachika 25 arishiringi 10 zonka nyigasta emwe not star ibiri emwe hash otoraneho daily bundle ninga kozesa my MTN app ogambe aha bei dondoro aha kuba kuturi kugamba hamwe twine kizibira MTN enkora n'obushosholeke nibikuratirwa MTN nereberero kitongole cha Uganda Communications Commission.
Abantu nyina bakibale kagadi kakumiro na hadi hona mutabaruke habwo kuba tyansika arguza egabude obone baletera mibazi yona eyabuzireyira ikara nogya Kampala manya Kenya manya Dubai nogitoza hati nurekeraho genda mu batyansika arguza yona emibaze roho okukebera omubiri gwono kamanya na kyorwaire byona byabusa iwo kwenda kukebera computer kwigula ebinywa kandi inyo bakasitoma babo abakuru inyo bakubahereza special care bakusubuza green tea habeya yo musubuzi okuterwa mutwe kuterwa mutima ekiriroliro mubiri kuruma no kuzimba ebigeri ulcers hanija sukari pressure kusanyarara omusujja ogutakira kurumwa mugongo kuruma munda amani geksaija nage kazi toine iwo karwara amaino habokwane oboka bakuletera mbazi gwa amaino ogubakweta high quality toothpaste bakusemereza buhereza high naiwe buli kya baraza babahunya marunda town council hasanyuka bar and lodge kandi kuruga kya kabiri kya kasatu kya kana kya katano kya mukaga hamuna kya sande babakaruguza ha office zabu enkuru ha muhanda gwa kikada waruga hasitani big bank hakona house ne kyapa kibahoja kwa no kirora genda nakasenti ko gule mibazi niko bakwijanja bokire abokumanya bikiraho baza nabo haziro msanju munana mukaga 13 04 00 na 0740 kenda na 5 10 23 Yanshi together we share.
For how Chinese bantu baingi muno ohulira kyansimba hano nkwata hamugongo ekifuba kikuremera oburumi munyingo mu baitu hati wekwata ba for how Chinese bano ni bayijanja banokira kimo ebirwaire no biraga nenkoro yawe yekikugu baine byoma ebya meridian therapy nibikonyera okwigula ebinywa kutereza emigongo alinywa bakusasa nibakumara mu busasi bona bwino munyingo hati nywa bakuzimbe bigere mugende mubayikire nibakora handwereza maiso nibajanja basukali harusazi okwetaga kusara size okendezo munyeto gwine oinekizibu kyo kusanyarara hamuna inywa abateirwe stroke niba batereza ni mugaruka okurungi muno abafo how Chinese hano mukaruguza basange amuhanda gwa kizizi ogugenda ha vision hakyombako kyakona house haihine ichundiro lya magiteri yaka opposite Millennium Guest House rundi baterera namba zesimu 0 kinana na mnana msanju na msanju asatu na mnana na 0 mwenda nkaga na ibiri kinana na isatu anna nemu for how Chinese hamuno bwijanja byo burungi.
Esaha zikire msanje zeihangwe ohulirize Kdr 10 fama akaire kanu nikakuleterwa
MTN voice bundles ezikutera network zona habei dondolo migasita 10 ibiri mu hash rundo yekonyeza my MTN app okome mu daily bundle habo kuba butukubaza itwena titukwemerezibwa. MTN Uganda Limited nererwa Uganda Communications Commission.
A very good afternoon. It is exactly 1 p.m. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I welcome you to this broadcast of KDR News. Now, the detail. The court verdict in the case involving Finance State Minister Amos Lugolobi, accused of diverting the iron sheets meant for Karamoja region, is scheduled for 14th of next month. The Lugolobi, who is also the Ntenjeru North Member of Parliament, is battling 2 counts of dealing with the suspect property contrary to Section 21A of the Anti-Corruption Act. The offence elicits a maximum sentence of 7 years imprisonment upon conviction. Justice Jane Okwuo Kajuga of the Anti-Corruption Division of the High Court in Kampala fixed the date yesterday after hearing submissions from Lugolobi's lawyers and the state prosecutor. Lawyers John Nisabidie, Tone Tumukunde and Alex Luganda are defending the minister, while the state is being represented by Assistant Director of Public Prosecutions Josephine Namatavo. Lawyer Isabidie argued that prosecution's evidence against Lugolobi is insufficient to require the minister to defend himself in the matter. Isabidie also submitted that evidence of the prosecution witnesses is riddled with contradictions. In rebuttal, State Prosecutor Namatavu argued that the accused knowingly received the iron sheets intended for Karamoja. At this stage, the judge evaluates the evidence's sufficiency to determine if it could sustain a conviction allegations. Moving on, the government has issued a warning to residents near the Kitezi landfill in Wakiso and Kampala, urging immediate evacuation due to the risk of another disaster. Heavy rains have increased the chances of the garbage heap collapse, similar to the deadly incident that occurred 2 months ago. In a letter from the Minister of State for Disaster Preparedness, Lillian Abba, local leaders in Wakiso and Kampala have been urged to inform residents in vulnerable areas of the potential danger. The minister's warning points the possibility of the landfill collapsing at any moment due to the ongoing rains. The previous disaster in Kitezi, which happened 2 months ago, saw a garbage heap collapse, killing dozens of people. A total of 35 bodies were recovered, with some still missing. In light of the tragedy, the government is taking measures to prevent another catastrophe, but residents are being urged to act swiftly to ensure their safety. 5 of the 13 candidates that were nominated for the Kisoro District National Resistance Movement interim primaries for the Woman Member of Parliament by-election have withdrawn from the race barely 2 weeks to the election. The withdrawal came after all the candidates had a meeting with President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the chairman of the NRM, at State House in Entebbe last Sunday. The candidates that have withdrawn are Sylvia Dushime, Louis Niyikiza, Allen Nkurichie, Afia Nyinamahoro, and Eva Twizere. Dr. Tangodoy, the chairperson of the National Resistance Movement Electoral Commission, has confirmed that the draw of the 5 candidates from the race, noting that of now they have 8 in the race for the party flag bearer. He says that those who are still in the race are Rose Kabajenyi, Grace Akefeza, Ngabidano, Faith Winfred Igiraneza, Jemima Iradukunda, Helen Mbonye, Brenda Fancy, Nirere, Blessed Kitentere, and Irene Mohire. However, Odoy insists that there was no financial compensation provided to the aspirants who have stepped down. He reveals that the joint party campaigns are to commence on Thursday this week and will end on 23rd of the election, as the election will be on 25th of this month. The Kisoro District Woman Member of Parliamentary seat fell vacant last month following the death of Sarah Mateki, the State Minister for Defense, who was also the Kisoro District Woman Member of Parliament. Moving on, Bishop Emeritus of the Anglican Diocese of Namirimbe, Samuel Bagalade Sekade, is dead. According to Namirembe Diocese Fathers Union and Namirembe Cathedral, the man of God passed away at Kisubi Hospital last night. Sekade 80 was the bishop of Namirembe from 1994 and 2009. The church is yet to reveal the cause of Sekade's death, but it is understood he was taken to the hospital after a short illness. Friends say Sekade yesterday appeared in Roshere, Nyabushozi, for a burial of late Nora Karachire.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
For the news on the international scene, at least 21 people have been killed and 8 others injured in a rare Israeli airstrike in northern Lebanon, the Lebanese Health Ministry says. The strike hit a residential building in Aitol, a predominantly Christian village far from the areas where the Israeli military has carried out thousands of strikes targeting the armed Shia Islamist group Hezbollah. Residents say a family recently displaced by the war had been living there. The Israeli military did not immediately comment on the report, but it came as Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to continue the strike Hezbollah without mercy everywhere in Lebanon, including Beirut. He was speaking during a visit to a military base in northern Israel, where a drone launched by the Iran-backed group killed 4 Israeli soldiers and wounded dozens last Sunday night. The early night is 9 minutes past 1 p.m. As I wind up the newscast, we take a quick look at the top stories. Karamoja Iron Sheets scandal, court sets Minister Lugolobi verdict date. Government issues urgent evacuation warning amid fears of another Kiteze garbage collapse. Kisoro by-election, 5 NRM aspirants give up race after State House meeting. And Lebanon says 21 killed in airstrike in country's north. That's it. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I wish you the best of your lunch and please keep with us.
From all over the world, local, regional, national and international, Kdr FM brings you all the stories. Kdr FM News, Worlds, proudly sponsored by MTN.
You used to tell me that I don't make you happy. All that time you would be complaining. But baby, how come you never call me? But now with MTN, I have a daily voice bundle. I'll call you every day. Yeah, yo, baby, don't dolo. MTN voice bundle. Yeah, yo, baby, don't dolo. MTN voice bundle. Yeah, yo, baby, don't dolo. MTN voice bundle neza bei dondoro okutera network zona tunga dachika 25 arshirinjuru 10 zonka nyigasta emwe not